A lesson in leadership. Today we break down the leadership of Clarence 13X, aka the Father, aka Allah. He is the founder of the 5% Nation. His teachings have influenced many, especially in the world of hip-hop, via the Wu-Tang Clan, Brand Nubian, Poor Righteous Teachers, Rakin, and many more. So let's take a look at his strengths and weaknesses as a leader and his lasting influence. Let's dive in. Born Clarence Edward Smith in Danville, Virginia, 1928, Clarence moved to Harlem with his mother in 1946 after only 2 years of high school and later served in the U.S. Army during the Korean War. Nation of Islam, No-I. In New York, he joined No-I, taking the name Clarence 13X, serving as a security officer, martial arts instructor, and student minister, but parted ways around 1963. Reported reasons include disagreements over gambling, which the NOI banned, and questioning the divinity of No-I founder Wallace Fard Muhammad. Founding the 5% Nation. After leaving, he established the 5% Nation, Nation of Gods and Earths, in 1964. He adopted the name Allah the Father, teaching that black men are divine, gods, and black women are earths, a radical reinterpretation rejecting belief in an external, invisible God. He introduced supreme mathematics and supreme alphabet as core instructional tools. Later life and death. He survived a 1964 assassination attempt. After an arrest in psychiatric detention, diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, he was released. Though initially antagonistic toward white people, he later collaborated with civic leaders, launching the Allah School, Urban League Street Academy, with city support. He was fatally shot in 1969. His movement endured through non-hierarchical leadership. Leadership style. Grassroots and charismatic. He engaged directly with urban black youth, especially street youth marginalized by society. His magnetic street-level teaching using numerology and symbolism created deep resonance, non-hierarchical continuation. After his death, the 5% Nation maintained itself without a single successor, embodying a distributed leadership model, bridging activism and civil engagement. While initially confrontational, he demonstrated adaptability by partnering with city officials to promote education and peace in Harlem. Cultural influence. Beyond religion, culture as way of life. The 5% Nation transcends a traditional religion. It positioned itself as a culture and lifestyle emphasizing self-knowledge and empowerment. Impact on hip-hop and urban culture. The movement deeply influenced hip-hop, introducing language like ciphers, dropping science, and spiritual terminology that became staples in rap lyrics. Artists like Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Wu-Tang Clan, Jay-Z, Common, A Tribe Called Quest, and many others drew from his teachings. Strengths as a leader. Innovative reinterpretation. By transforming the Noe doctrine into a self-empowering philosophy, he created something novel that deeply resonated with disenfranchised youth. Engagement with marginalized youth. His ability to connect with street youth and translate complex teachings into accessible, empowering tools was a major strength. Resilience and adaptability. He recovered from assassination attempts and legal struggles, and even formed alliances with civic leaders when it served his community's interests. Weaknesses as a leader. Ideological extremism and confrontation. His early rhetoric included advocating hate toward white people, which risked escalating tensions and drawing surveillance. Instability and mental health. His diagnosis of paranoid schizophrenia and behavior that led to psychiatric confinement suggests that personal instability may have undermined his authority at times. Controversy and external perception. The FBI labeled the 5% Nation a gang, and the group faced stigma and surveillance, complicating its broader legitimacy. Laws he mastered. Law 6. Court attention at all cost. His charismatic street-level teaching and radical ideology ensured he stood out. Law 9. Win through your actions, never through argument rather than debate. He built a movement through deeds, teaching in the streets, creating curriculum, building schools. Law 15. Crush your enemy totally. Ideologically, he broke from Noe completely, redefining the doctrine on his own terms. Law 30. Make your accomplishments seem effortless. His teaching style made complex numerology and philosophy seem accessible and intuitive to disciples. Law 48. Assume formlessness. By rejecting strict hierarchy and structured dress codes, he maintained a flexible, fluid movement shape. Laws he broke. Law 1. Never outshine the master. He did the opposite by boldly redefining the Noe doctrine and positioning himself as Allah the Father. Law 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. The FBI and media perceived his movement as a gang or threat, and his reputation was mixed. Law 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. Although charismatic, he structured the movement to survive without a singular head after his death. Law 3. Conceal your intentions. He was quite transparent in preaching radical ideas, leaving little hidden. Clarence 13X's lasting legacy is the empowerment of Black youth through knowledge of self, the creation of a unique cultural movement that blurred the lines between religion and lifestyle, and a deep influence on hip-hop and global urban culture. Even more than 50 years after his death, his ideas continue to live in classrooms, street ciphers, rap lyrics, and the identities of countless individuals who see themselves as gods and earths.